Yeah, we are in the place to be.
Hello everybody, this is King Piccolo Z here, and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be giving you a in-depth range guide for Vorkath. Vorkath is a highly profitable boss from beating Dragon Slayer 2 quest, and is a top money-making option for those grinding away for GP. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the specs for Vorkath. We're going to be looking at some of the combat skills and some of the attacks that Vorkath does. Alright, so Vorkath is a draconic monster. He's a dragon, of course. He's got 732 combat, which means he's going to have 732 HP. His max hit on magic is going to be a 30, 32 on ranged, 32 on melee. His dragon fire hits 80, and his special dragon fire bomb hits 121, which is big damage. His rapid fire special is also 41. He does have venom, and he uses slash, magic, range, and dragon fire. His attack speed is 5 ticks. The average kill for Vorkath will net you around 158,000 GP per kill. If you're on a task with any of the Slayer tasks, it's worth 160, or if you want to high out your kills, it's 39,000. But you're always going to get a pair of Dragon Superior bones and a pair of Blue Dragon Hide armor. You can always sell those bones, or if you want to take those bones to Varlamar, you can bless them, break them up with a chisel, and offer them to um, the basin with the Sunfire wine, the Blessed Sunfire wine, for very good prayer XP. So let's go ahead and look at some of the drops that Vorkath drops. You get some rune long swords, rune kite shields, some battle staffs are good, dragon armor and dragon weapons, which is always nice. Some runes, of course. Multiple versions of some dehides. You get some fletching materials like bolts and tips and uh, things along that nature. You get a bunch of seeds, but what we're really looking for, you get some dragon bones, drops coins sometimes, dragon bones, yada yada yada. All the other regular stuff really that bosses drop. However, we're looking for the Vorkath's head, which we've got 2 of them so far, thankfully. I am on 50 KC, so I got the first head at about 46, which you automatically get a head at 50, no matter what. So I took one to Ava to get my backpack upgraded, and you can use another one for your Dragon Hunter crossbow, or you can use it for your Slayer helm. A lot of different options there. If you're on task, you get the keys, clue scrolls. I've got one of those so far. You get a necklace, jar of decay. You get the pet, which is Vorky, and really the highly sought after draconic visage and skeletal visage. You can use the draconic visage on the anti-fire dragon shield, and you can use the skeletal visage on the elemental shield from Elemental Workshop. So this is just the achievements you can get for killing Vorkath, and let's go ahead and get back into the game. All right, so starting out here, guys, let's talk about your gear setup, your gear options. So I have gone with my full Void Ranger. If you are able to get the Elite, which you have to do all the diaries for, it's actually an upgraded option, a better option for you. But since I haven't gotten any of the diaries, that's fine. I'm going to just stay with my Void Waker. It actually just helps just fine. Your Ava's Assembler is going to be very much needed, because a regular pack just doesn't hit as good. But I find that the Ava's Assembler after 50 KC count is really gonna up your damage per second. It's really gonna give your range setup a big massive boost. You want to get the Salve Amulet EI, which you can get that from one of the quests. You can imbue it and enchant it, so that gives you the Salve Amulet EI. So you could just look up a guide on how to get that. I definitely recommend bringing some Ruby Dragon Bolts E enchanted for the start, for when you start killing Vorkath, and then when you go ahead and get him half health, you want to switch to your Dragon Bolts, Diamond Dragon Bolts E to get even better accuracy and damage. I've got my Dragon Crossbow, I should say. I want the Dragon Hunter Crossbow, but if you don't have a Dragon Hunter Crossbow, the Dragon Crossbow is actually a really good budget item. You definitely want to have your anti-dragon shield. I have Ancient D-Hide Blessed Boots because I can't afford the Ranger boots because they're extremely expensive. They're like 37 mil. Also, the Pegasus boots are really expensive as well. So I also got the Void Knight gloves. You need the whole set, otherwise you're not going to get the entire set bonus. And I've got Lightbearer because it will give you more spec. If you do with a archer ring, you're really not going to be able to use your spec as much. But when you bring the Lightbearer with you, you're going to be able to use your spec a lot more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your inventory, what you should bring. Of course, we have our bolts that we're going to switch to midway. I've got a extended extended anti-fire potion. It's got 12 minutes per sip, which is plenty for one fight. I've got 3 prayer potions. You could get a super restore, but I find that prayer potions are cheaper and they're just more budget-friendly option for you. Definitely, you need to bring a ranging potion. Super defense, I bring that. Anti-venom for venom and poison. You're gonna definitely need that. That's very imperative that you bring some sort of venom and poison, unless you're using a serpentine helm. However, if you do use a serpentine helm, you're not going to get the bonus from the whole set from voids. Just wanna, let that make that clear. And I have my teleport out. So if you feel like you're in the splash wave and you're about to die, you can always tele back to Camelot and you won't have to pay the 100,000 fee for collecting your items back. We're bringing Karambwans because you can double eat, and that's going to be very imperative when you're facing Vorkath, especially if he does like a double hit, which is like a 20s, like 220s back to back or something like that. You can double eat. I did. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and go over stats. So I've got 86 HP, which I think is pretty okay for facing Vorkath. You definitely need somewhere in the 80s to tank hits. Defense, I've got 80, and that's why we're bringing the defense potion to get my defense up to 97. And recommended is anywhere from 85 to 90. You really want to be in that range. However, if you again bring the range potion, it's going to boost it to 100. So that's going to be very detrimental to doing damage to Vorkath. All right, and one last thing you're going to need for your inventory is going to be a rune pouch. You're going to need a rune pouch for the spell Crumble Undead, which Vorkath spawns a little alien-like creature, and you're going to have to cast this, or you could bring a Slayer staff to kill the little Slayer monster, and we'll go through that as well. So prayer, you definitely want to be at least maybe 70 so you can get the rigor, and you can pray missiles and a rigor at the same time. Also, one big thing that you need to do is go to your quick prayers, and you want to do setup quick prayers. So that way, if you just hit this button, both the missiles, protect from missiles, and rigor will be on at the same time. So that way, you're not having to actually do another click and then click on different prayers at the same time. All right, and before we go ahead and actually head to Relica, where Vorkath is located, we're actually going to go through some attacks that Vorkath does. All right, here we go. So we are on the page for the fight overview. So Vorkath does a magic attack, which deals up to 30 HP, which you can toggle between missile and range if you really want to. I always keep it on missile, but if you want to switch, you can. This is going to be the ranged attack, the missile attack, which hits up to 32. Um, this is your protection chart. So, like I said, you need to either bring some anti-fire or some super anti-fire, and especially anti-dragon shield. So the regular dragon fire shield, or excuse me, the regular standard dragon fire is just the normal attack. This one, the green one, is the venomous dragon fire. So if you do not sip your venom before you fight, you will be envenomated, and then you have to click on your HP on the top right to sip that potion and clean up your venom infliction. Corrupting Dragon Fire, it actually deactivates your entire prayer, so you have to click it back on. And then he's going to spawn a fireball launched into the air, and you have to move 2 ticks away or 2 spots away from the spot where you're currently at in order to avoid the damage. Otherwise, it's a one-hit kill. So rapid fire, which is the either the Wookswalk phase or the poison splat phase, the venom phase, and it's very, very complicated. So I'll be showing you guys that as well. This is the zombified spawn, and he will actually freeze you in your place. So you have to click on the ground and cast that spell at the zombified spawn, so that way it won't deal you 50 damage. It is pretty deal up to 60 damage. Okay, perfect. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to Vorkath. Alright, so once you're here in Relica, you're going to go to the little pier right here. You're going to walk on it, and you're going to right-click talk to Torfin to take you to Ungale. And we're going to make our way to the area where Vorkath is. So, this should be interesting. So you want to climb over the ice chunks. It don't automatically start, so don't panic. Alright, so you can take as much time as you would need. You know, get your nerves together, all that good stuff. Only if you poke Vorkath, he will wake up. So you can actually go to this spot right here and wait and just mentally prepare yourself, whatever, drink your potions like we're going to do. And then you can poke him and you can start the fight. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this in order. We're going to do our anti-fire, of course. We're going to do our range, super, and venom. And sometimes if you click too fast, it won't show up here. And if it doesn't show up here, then it means you hadn't drank. So make sure you drink all your potions before clicking on Vorkath. And we're going to poke, and we're going to go okay. So you want to stand in this spot right here, and then click your prayers on. Attack Vorkath. That's going to be his venom attack, but since we just sipped, he took our prayers off, so we're going to put him on. We just shot our spec. That's the range, or that's the mage attack. That's the venom attack. And it's going pretty good. So 5, not too bad. Alright, Wookswalk, you gotta go step on the back one, and you have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Otherwise, if you do not stop moving, you will be hit by 20s or 30s constantly until you're dead. And if you're feeling frisky, you can actually eat while you're walking. So that's another tip. Alright, is that 100? That's 100. Let's go, baby. That's a big 100. Alright, and that's 30. So we're going to go ahead and eat up while we can before the next spec comes. 15s. He's doing big damage. That's the missile attack right there. That's the ice. So click on your magic. Click on the floor. Crumble undead. Boom. He's dead. He doesn't touch you. So far, so good, guys. Alright. Oh, that's the big bomb. 2 ticks away. No damage. Let's go. Doing pretty good, guys. Doing pretty good. That's the venom. See, we have 2 minutes on our venom. And that's another Hondo, baby. Another Hondo. Let's go. Let's go ahead and sip our... Oh, back. And move. Oh, see, there you go. There's a 35 right there if you don't move. But you can sip in between if you want to. That actually helps me. And you can eat as well, which I'm eating. And then go ahead and click when he's done. Alright, so far we're doing alright, guys. Doing alright. Okay, if we're gonna move. Boom, no damage. Sip of prayer. And that's a 19, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat again. He took my prayers off, so I'm gonna just click up there and turn them on. I'm gonna go, okay, so click on the magic book, click on the floor, because if you don't click on the floor, you'll constantly continue to click on Vorkath if you have auto on. So we're at about 420 health, and it drops to about 300 something. We're gonna go ahead and switch to our Diamond Bolts E. Okay, go ahead and move. Perfect, guys. Alright, that's actually going a little better. And is that another 100? That's a 69, so we're gonna go... Oh, see? Boom. No damage. Let's go. Alright, so I'm going to eat up. I'm going to pot up. And like I said, if you want to feel comfortable just walking and not eating, you know, I understand. It took me a while to kind of get that down as well. I've spent so much money just on Vorkath deaths, it's not even funny. I probably spent about a good mil or two just learning Vorkath. And once you do, it's actually not as bad as you think it is. Like, if it was me just, you know, doing this guide in like maybe 1 kill count, I'd be like, I'm not doing this video until I feel comfortable talking and killing at the same time. But as you can see, I'm not having any trouble killing Vorkath and talking at the same time. We're just caught up again. Actually, that was a range potion, but that's okay. We're doing really good. He's only got 100 left. And we still have plenty of food. There's the walk. And, alright, so we didn't get majorly hit by... We just got hit by the poison, which it does heal him a little bit. So we're going to take this opportunity to eat. We're going to eat one more just in case. He's done with his phase. And we got our spec. So we're going to shoot that out. 24, not bad. 57 health left for Vorkath. I'm venomated, so click on that venomation button on the health and it just goes away. Gonna eat up again. Gonna pray up again. Or pot up again, I should say. Alright. Click on the floor. Boom. Boom. Alright. So he's dead and we've got 20 HP left on Vorkath. He's taking away my prayers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot him again. 24, and that's it. Clap it up, guys. Clap it up. We've done it again. 51 KC with a personal best of 2 minutes and 29 seconds. And he dropped 10 battle staffs, 50 magic logs. And you got the bones for an average kill count of like 140,000. So not bad, guys. Not bad. So you can either bank right now, or if you had enough supplies left, you could actually just go for a second kill. But guys, that is my Vorkath ranged guide. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we defeated Vorkath. We're going to go ahead and cheer. And guys, if you like this video, please please subscribe. If you found that this video helps you in any way, shape, or form, please comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought was good, what I could have changed, and what you guys think I could have improved on. But without further ado, guys, this is King Piccolo Z, and you guys have a great day. Peace.